and welcome to another Music Talks interview. I'm your host Carl Martin as usual, and today we've got a electronic dance music producer with us. Goes by the name of Jakezors.
Hello.
Nice to have you here, Jake.
Thanks, man. It's good to be here.
How are you?
Good, thanks. I had a busy day, and it's nice just to be in college and hearing people playing my tunes.
That is
nice.
cool.
That's a nice feeling.
Yeah. Now we're talking about like your music, but not only your music, but like how say you've got like a different take on promoting yourself.
Yeah, I do it online mostly. I have more fans that I don't know than I know in real life, which is kind of opposite, because a lot of bands have their friends and family, and then it grows worldwide. But obviously being a producer and being able to put out tunes at a high quality without having to go through a recording studio online, you can put it worldwide straight away onto websites like Facebook and YouTube. They're not tied to a niche, so I have fans in like Belgium and the USA and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I have probably more fans there than I do here, if that makes sense. Wow. So
that's quite a unique feat.
Yeah, so I guess I'll be talking a little bit about that.
But yeah, we'll start with the beginning though.
Okay.
How did you actually begin your music?
Well, I've been messing around for a while. I've only started putting tunes out since October, but it really started with, I've always been into music, whether it's heavy metal or dance music, and I really wanted to be part of something, but where I come from there's not really much of a scene, nobody really had the instruments and stuff, so I thought dance music was good because I could control the bass and the lead parts and the drums all myself, so I decided to do that. And I've always had a passion for like, dance music anyway, like drum and bass and like sort of like 8-bit stuff. So I started just messing about on Fruity Loops, which is like this big program for everybody really, and then I got a bit more serious lately, and after some encouragement from my friends I come to college, and then this encouragement made me put tunes out, and they've caused quite a stir lately, so that's nice.
How did you come up with the name Jake?
The name is like, this is the question I was thinking is the least interesting. It's actually, me and my friend Kale play a lot of computer games online, and like when you're playing online games you try and have it so you're like a group of people, like a team and stuff. Yeah. So what it was is he bought an Xbox, and Zors is like an internet suffix for words, like a lot of people did like hacksaws and stuff, and like we were just discussing how it was like quite stupid, like, do you know what I mean? So being teenage boys and just being idiots, like he got his Xbox account and he just made Jakezors, and me and him do a lot of games together, so he was like, should make Jakezors, so I did, and it kind of just stuck, and then people call it me now, like in real life, even like not related to games or music or that. So
they think it's your real name.
Well, that's the thing, people would just say it because it's just like a catchy thing, but it kind of sounds like Megazord, so that's some sort of giant robot bad guy, so I kind of just thought...
Which explains the EP.
The EP cover, the lasers and that, and I guess the music too, it's kind of like mechanical and laserish, but the thing is, the thing I wanted to get on, it's not too serious, so I didn't want people to, have really spend 4 hours thinking of the name. It's dance music at the end of the day. I'm not trying to change people's political views with dance music, just trying to get people energetic and stuff. So just having a name that's like quite easy going, not super serious. That's where it comes from, really, computer games.
Sounds good. Okay, so when you started out your music and you started producing things, and then you started to get out there, how did you find it, like with getting your name out there?
Well, it's like online there's a lot of producers, and the fact that you can do it from your bedroom, you can do it with just a mouse and a keyboard, and it's a lot of content on the internet, and because of that people become almost, how to say, like there's so much stuff that they kind of just become ungrateful, and like they literally they'll listen to a song, if they don't like it within 10 minutes, or they skip to the part where it kicks and they don't like it within 10 seconds, they'll throw it away. So because of that, I guess I just had to try and make music that would straight away catch people, and as soon, if they wanted to skip it, it would be interesting all the way through. It doesn't ever stop really. There's constantly music, noises, and just sounds like that. So put it out onto forums is the best way to put things out, I think, where people can discuss tracks and that. And I think a lot of people that go on forums become connoisseurs of music, and then they listen to a lot every day, so they know what they like, and if they will like it, they're the kind of people that if they're going to sign up to a forum to discuss music, of course they'll want to discuss it. So if they like something, they'll want to tell people about it. Now that's what happened. I got into forums and sent some tracks there, and they went down well. And I signed up to some of the popular media sites for music promotion and stuff like SoundCloud and such, and I made a Facebook page where I post links to my tunes and sort of work from there. But that's the thing, is because it's the forums and it's a worldwide fan base, and everything just pulls itself in together, and if they can skip into the tune and like it or listen to it from the beginning, which is preferable, and like that, then that's it. So that's how I did it, really, just putting out tunes on forums and places where people were actual fans of music, so I know that they would talk about it.
Yeah.
Just listen to it, like be a silent fan, and then not do anything about it. You know, a lot of people I know in real life won't ever post any of my music or talk to me about it, but they'll say to people, "Oh, Jake's track's quite nice." And,
Yeah.
you know, I like having people that will get involved.
Yeah. So. Now, before at the start of the interview, you did say that you have more of like an online fan base than a local fan base.
Yeah.
Do you think that helps you, or do you think that it's like a slight disadvantage?
Well, I very much enjoy playing to people. I like playing to strangers just as much like playing to my friends and that. But to me, nothing's better than playing at like friends' house parties and just little things like that.
Yeah.
But the thing about online is you do get to meet some great people, and the story is that because I've got an online presence rather than a local one, I think it's helped me with some things. Like this time last year, I really liked this guy, One Up. He's one of my favourite producers, and then now I can honestly say that he's like a friend of mine. You know, he'll talk to me, send me tracks unreleased when he's just working on now, and it's really good. So that's helped me in that way. I get to meet some really nice people that I definitely wouldn't have met if it was just a local thing. And then the downside is, of course, live. But I think it's because in where I live in North Wales, there's not much of a scene there. They've had some of the biggest names in dubstep come to, you know, Wrexham to play some shows, and even they didn't go down very well. Yeah. So, but in a way, I find it's overall helpful, and I think it's a bit more. It's nicer, like if you were in a band and you had fans that you don't know from different countries. It's a bit more of a, you know, an honour. It's nice to hear from people from Belgium listening to your tunes and stuff, rather than just people from down the road. So I would say it's.
So do you play anywhere locally?
Actually, no. There's nowhere really to play it. Like I do play some house parties and stuff. Every time there's one of my friends has a party, they're like, "Oh, Jake, I'm playing stuff." I did play a few shows with my friend Jess in Manchester, in a club, and then I haven't really done anything since.
How did that go then?
It went down well. So like I've been DJing for a bit longer than I've been producing, and I played a bit of electro, and that used to go down well and get the girls dancing. And then I used to try and play dubstep, and to be honest, like they could dance to electro and they can't dance to dubstep, so it kind of killed it. But I've learned my lesson now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm waiting. I'm just trying to gather, get this machine rolling, so then I can play the bigger venues, because around here there's nowhere really to play that's got a nice healthy scene. But if I can maybe get a bit bigger and go into the Liverpool scene, or Manchester's got quite a big scene for dubstep. But you get mostly shows based on your production skills rather than DJing skills, because there's a lot of good producers out there that aren't very good DJs that are playing to like 6,000 people.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got an EP coming out soon.
Yeah.
You need to get to 1,000 likes.
1,000 fans. Yeah, I need 12 more people. I've got 1,000.
Close.
And it is close. So if you're watching this,
like him.
hopefully by the time this is put up, I'll have 1,000 and you can get it for free.
Yeah.
But if not,
So we'll talk about the EP now. What sort of things can we expect to listen to?
Well, it's very much just 140 beats per minute business. I've got a lot of dubstep. I've got sort of different things. Basically, I put one EP out in January, and that was just while I was practicing. I was putting tunes out in October when I was making them brand new, and I was learning as I was going. So that EP was a learning curve. If you listen to the first track and the last track, you can hear a big difference in production. This I've kind of polished up a bit more, so it's all of one sustainable level. I've worked on mastering and mixing it in a quality where you could play this either side of a professionally mastered track and it still sound nice in a mix. But music-wise, you can expect a lot of different things. I've got nothing too serious apart from, I've got one song which is a bit of a piano and political stint. Apart from that, I've got everything in there. There's a lot of sounds of lasers, mechanical things. But I got a sitar influenced track. With like a little sitar going on, and I got a track with almost like a honky tonk piano at the beginning of it, and some samples from There Will Be Blood. So it's a bit it's jokes. It's not too serious, but it's high energy, and so there's a lot of filth, I suppose that's the word. But yeah, actually this is the interesting one. I recently did a remix for rapper Leave Synergy, who's a pretty good rapper. He's got a track called Iron Lung, which caused a lot of hype around it, and everyone was loving it. And I did a remix for him on that, and that was recently finished like 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm going to throw that on the EP as well. So it's great actually. Just I'll listen to it just for the vocals.
Yeah. Okay, so you mentioned like a mix of things in your EP there. How would you actually define your genre then?
Well, electronic dance music has become like rock in a way. Like when it started off and it was fresh, everyone was loving it, and then it become subgenres and elitism and stuff. I would still say dubstep. It's 140 beats a minute, and it's got a kick and a snare and some bass. So I would say dubstep, but it's the more energetic kind rather than the dubstep roots, which is like eyes down, just chilled, end of the night vibes. This is not that. However, I am branching out and doing some more genres at the moment. But yeah, this EP I would say is just straight up 140 BPM, energetic dubstep.
Really gets the crowd going.
Well, hopefully, yeah. It seems to be getting people talking about it. So yeah, hopefully it does.
Before we wrap this up, is there anything that you want to tell the audience specifically?
Yeah, actually there is. Well, it's not so much tell, but I would advise if you want to start making dance music, the most important thing is to learn online. You don't really need to go to a university or pay £150 an hour for lessons or anything like that. Just go on YouTube, just graft on down and get stuff done. Don't take yourself too seriously, and don't worry about elitism in the scene, because every song that will get out, you'll have some bad feedback about it, and just practice and make sure that you're always inspired. Watch as many films as you can, get as many ideas as you can, write them down, and you can do it in like a few months, because I've gone from like about 10 fans to like 980 in about 5 months, and yeah, gathered all this thing. I've got loads of things going on at the moment, and that's all from just not going out on a Friday night and wasting my money in Wetherspoons. Instead, just sitting down and learning some things that are quite boring at first, and then when you master them, they become better. So I would just advise that, if you want to start doing something, don't talk about it, just do it. That's the best way to do it.
Okay. So now finally, I was just going to say thanks for coming in.
Okay.
I wish you all the best in your career.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And
giving out a free mixtape as well, 2 hours long, so you can listen to it in your car, bedroom, anywhere. Really, it'll be good 2 hours of not just my tunes as well, some really good ones, some exclusives. So you should probably like it, because you get like 3 hours of music for just click and like, which is quite good.
Exactly. Okay. So now, lastly, I would like you.
This is what I've been waiting for. I'm Jakezors, and this is Music Talks.